to High Five Wrestling. I am your host, DW.
I'm Chicago Ted.
All right, so we're coming back from Monday Night Raw.
Yep. Well, started off with Roddy Piper giving a Piper's Pit, apparently unannounced, except for WWE.com, but who checks that?
Yeah.
To John Cena. Long story short, Roddy Piper ends up slapping Cena, and Cena walks away, but looks really frustrated after an extended talk with Roddy Piper about how the fans' booing could be getting to him. Could we finally be seeing the John Cena heel turn?
Yeah, they're telling a pretty good story here, and it kind of showed me how good Cena actually can be on the mic. And, I think if he doesn't turn heel, this is going to be a big flop. If he does turn heel, this is going to be great. So,
Well, in it, I heard him talking about how he was representing soldiers and he was rising above hate and he was going to kids for Make-A-Wish. Would him turning heel ruin his charity feel? Would he do less Make-A-Wish? Would he be less of the face of the company if he turned heel?
I don't think so. I think give someone else a turn. CM Punk, he could be the face of the company. Zack Ryder could be the face of the company.
Well, if I was a dying
Orton
kid,
could
I
be
would
the
ask
face of the company. Anybody else?
Anybody but Zack Ryder.
We've seen Cena since 2006 as the main guy, and we just need to see someone new. It'd be nice to see him as a heel. But this week I wasn't disappointed with the segment.
It was the first good opening segment we've had in a long time. All right, Miz versus John Morrison, and before the match, Miz jumped Morrison with an iron pipe, trying to lead Cadence to the injury that will knock Morrison out of WWE. But surprisingly, John Morrison got up, fought valiantly in his last match in Raw, and apparently the match was hardcore. I didn't hear it get announced like that, but Miz took Morrison to the woodshed and left him pretty good, and they brought out the stretcher for good measure.
Yeah, it was good back and forth. It was a good, goodbye to it was a good goodbye to John Morrison and with his old partner, The Miz. I think that was a good way to bring him out, and hopefully, hopefully it's just temporary. The future's still unclear for Morrison. I think the best bet would just be for him to take a break from wrestling and come back. I was reading his Twitter, and it kind of makes it seem like there's more than what we're hearing, and maybe he'll come back to the WWE. Let's hope.
No, I still think he should go participate in the X Division in TNA. He would be a good X Division high flyer. If he held the title for a couple months, maybe bring back the X Championship match where you had to pull the X down from the top.
AJ Styles versus John Morrison. That'd be a good match.
That would be a good match. That'd be a great match. Miz stood in the ring and said, "Who's next?" And my answer to him is whoever violates wellness policy or forgets to sign his contract with the WWE. That's who's next, Miz.
We coming for you, Ezekiel Jackson. All right. Well,
coming for you, Hornswoggle.
Yeah. So the Bella Twins versus Alicia Fox and Kelly and Natalya.
Yeah. Wow. It's the Divas. You know what they get. I'm pretty sure this match didn't last more than a minute. I put 2 minutes in my notes. Beth and Natalya jog around the ring during the match, but didn't even interfere, didn't even distract, really. Yeah. Not sure what they were doing. Staying fit, I guess. It
was pretty lame. It was 1 minute and 35 seconds is what I clocked it at. There's virtually no back and forth. It was basically filler. And, it'd just be refreshing to see a solid 5 to 6 minute technical diva match. Is that too much to ask? I mean, the only interesting spot in the whole match, to me, was Alicia Fox front flip leg drop. And, that was kind of a... No,
I didn't even watch the match.
That was really the only interesting spot. But I mean, it'd be nice to see their entrances, or maybe even a storyline. Mm-hmm. I'm probably asking for too much, but
no, considering how much shaft the Divas get these days.
Yeah,
it's either your champion, your number one contender, or you're going out there and losing every night. It's kind of disgraceful.
Yeah.
And skip the plug. We all know that they're plugging WWE 12. I don't know why.
Brodus Clay. Where are you at?
Brodus Clay next Monday. Is that what John Laurinaitis said on the cell phone?
They need to just wait till the Royal Rumble.
He's not coming in next Monday, and you can bet on that. That's my lock of the week. He won't be there next. They'll pretend like it didn't happen, almost like the Jonah Hill guest starring last week.
It's because they don't know what to do with him. It's not because they're trying to build a storyline. It's just genuinely they don't know they don't have a storyline built for him. So.
Well, who would he feud with if you were going to bring him in?
Exactly. Me. Feud with me.
He could feud with The Miz.
He could feud. That's true. That'd be good.
I think it would be a pretty decent feud with The Miz to let CM Punk get some, get a couple months under his belt with the title, and then send Miz after the title.
Yeah. Well, turn Miz face with Brodus Clay.
That'd be a quick turnaround from him being heel.
It'd be interesting.
Randy Orton versus Dolph Ziggler. Wade Barrett at ringside commentating.
Great.
Terrible.
Love that.
It was a decent match until Ziggler, Orton got distracted by Wade Barrett, who got kicked in the teeth, which was cool. But then Ziggler picked up an undeserved 3 count. The smugness continues.
Yeah, Randy Orton put over Dolph Ziggler. It wasn't as clean as it could be, but, it was a little bit of a, it wasn't a clean finish. But, hey, Ziggler won. 5-star match.
This is a guy that doesn't deserve to be.
5-star.
This is a guy that doesn't deserve to be over.
5-star.
He started his career just naming himself and walking around in backstage areas, introducing himself.
He started his career in the Spirit Squad. Get it right.
I don't care. Anyway, he doesn't deserve to be over. He should be where Santino Marella is now, and that's the truth.
It's not true.
That's our truth. Anyway, next,
suspended.
Daniel Bryan and Michael Cole talk in the ring. Plug for the SmackDown Holiday Edition. That's what I think about the SmackDown Holiday Edition.
Since we've already seen that, we'll go to the next segment.
Yeah.
Which was Jack Swagger versus Zack Ryder. What do you think about that match?
Jack Swagger came out without the intro, so I had a fear that...
Can we say former world heavyweight champion, Jack Swagger versus Zack Ryder?
Can we say reduced to a mid-carder?
Mid-card jobber?
A mid-card jobber with no intro, no mic skills, and being managed by Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah.
Dude, just get him out of the company already. That's kind of terrible.
Yeah, that was bad.
Ryder ended up getting the 3 count without any distractions or help.
Woo, woo, woo.
So I'm thinking, is this WWE meeting the fans halfway? We're not going to give him a title shot, but we're going to, let him win against a decent mid-carder.
And he won clean. Come on.
And he won clean, but
man, we're making.
I still don't think he deserves
Jack
a title
Swagger's
match.
looking weak.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he lost to Zack Ryder. That's terrible.
That is awful. But so Mick Foley comes out, wastes our time a little bit,
yeah,
and then wastes our time.
He promised there was no Michael Cole. He is a liar, and for that,
he
gets the card.
Yeah.
You do not lie to me about not having Michael Cole, you douche.
What do you think about the CM Punk versus Del Rio match? Does that get the card?
No, first off, I want to bring out that the King at the very beginning of SmackDown mentioned that this will be the first WWE title match on Raw since August 15th.
Wow.
Why are you being...
Booker T.
Why are you being so stingy with the title matches on network television, WWE? Do you really think I'm going to pay $65 to watch a title match, every month? Bring it back to Raw a little bit. I mean, 2 title matches in 4 months now, roughly. Going to be 4 months.
Yeah, so...
That's kind of ridiculous.
But all in all, what did you think of the match?
I thought it was a great match. I liked the attempt at an Eddie Guerrero memoriam with the, he hit me with a chair, so I'm going to hand it to the other guy with the ref's not looking.
Eddie's last match, he did that.
Cheat, I steal type thing.
Yeah.
And then, but it didn't work.
I'm glad it didn't end on that. I thought it was just a great match.
CM Punk, it was definitely my 5-star match of the night. I really didn't expect much out of it going in, and I was pretty impressed. CM Punk got the win clean, you'd say? I'd say he got it clean.
Yeah, I'd say fairly clean. I didn't really like the finish on the turnbuckle with a GTS. I don't know. I mean, I kind of would rather just see the GTS.
Well, I mean, I was glad he gave the GTS that little, the plane Mystery Island guy he's got announced for him. Announcing
Ricardo
for
Rodriguez he's a little
Montalban or something. I don't know. Just get rid of him.
Ricardo Rodriguez is a little quirky. So, what do you give this Raw's rating?
I'd give it a 7. It was definitely, it had its moments, it had its ups, it had its downs, but when the main event comes through, you have to give them credit where credit's due, and the main event came through.
Well, with how bad SmackDown was, I'm going to go ahead and give Raw a 7.5 because, even if we only got two really pretty good matches and a really good segment at the beginning, it was still better than what we're seeing on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So it was, I think with how bad the This Is Your Life segment was a couple weeks ago, I'm really glad they didn't ruin Piper's Pit for me because this was.
They could have just destroyed Piper's Pit.
They're really telling a good story with this and it could go places and, I'm really enjoying CM Punk as champion and I think he'll stay until WrestleMania.
I think that eventually they will give Miz a title push, and I think in March he'll lose it to Miz, and then Miz will hold it till WrestleMania, and then CM Punk, Miz. Well, no, CM Punk's not going to win the Rumble, but CM Punk will win it back eventually. What am I
Sheamus
saying?
for the Rumble. I'm telling you, calling it now.
We'll get to that.
Yep.
You got till January to brush up on that.
Yeah, we'll get back to that.
Okay, so that was our Raw review.
Yeah, so don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and we are High Five Wrestling.
We'll high five you later.